Okay, this video is called What Awakening Really Means. Okay, I'm making this video for those people who think that awakening means that they have to destroy or they have to point out what's wrong and look at what's going on in the world. This is falling apart. Look what they're doing to us. You know, this is part of your awakening process. This is part of it. It's not really what awakening means. What awakening really means is uh, you're awakening to your inner self. That's what awakening is. It's an awakening of your inner soul. It's an unfoldment of your soul. That's the process. You learn who you are. You bring that into the world. It can be as simple as living from your heart, or it can be as complicated as performing complicated rituals every day. Doesn't matter how it happens or what you do. It's not one way more important than another, but that's what awakening is. It is inner. It is not outer. Your reality is a projection of your beliefs. That's why the world is like that, because we've been giving our power away for so long, living without self-awareness, living without knowing that we have the ability to change our reality and to manifest what we want. And this is what people need to realize. You know, it's not the other way around. It's not, um, you know, uh, look at everything that's wrong. You want to focus on what's right to manifest that. Doesn't mean you're ignoring what's going on. You're aware of it. It's there. It's happening for that reason. It's happening because people are awakening to their inner power. So the old is falling away, and that's good. It should fall away. That's why it's falling away. We're not living like that anymore. We don't need to, okay? It's always been that way. Just some people don't have the awareness of it. Some people do. Some people are already manifesting their dream lives. They're already living their dreams. So it's not that you have to knock down the old. It's already being knocked down. It's already falling apart, and that's fine. It needs to. The new is being rebuilt at the same time. The new is being rebuilt. You know, a lot of people will point out and go, oh, but they're afraid. They think it's the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. It's the beginning of a new world. It's the beginning of coming to the realization that we are our inner beings. That's who we really are. You have to know yourself. I can't stress that enough. You have to know yourself. You have to be yourself. Put your best life forward. That's what you're awakening to. You have everything you need within you. No one can stop you. It doesn't matter what other people think. If there's negative people around you or people trying to stop you, that's something in yourself that you have to face in order for them to not be there anymore, in order to know how to handle that, in the best way possible so that you can manifest your best life. No one can stop you. No one has the power to control you or to change you unless you give your power away to them, okay? And that's what you have to understand. It's all inner. It's all inner, okay? If you have something negative that you don't like in your life, you have the power to change that. And it starts with you, okay? You have to understand to not give your power away. You have to be aware of yourself. You have to know yourself. Live from your heart, more important than anything. Come from that space. Lead with your heart. Nothing can stop you. In the same way that you can't control anyone else and you can't change anyone else, no one can control you and no one can change you. You have the power to change you whenever you want to. It's an ongoing thing, okay? It's an ongoing. You don't reach some end point. The end point should be you're in harmony and you continue to live in harmony and you continue to know yourself. There's always more to know. There's no, oh, now I know everything and I can just live in harmony and, the growing stops. No, it continues, continues. It just gets better. It gets easier. It's natural. You're just being yourself, basically. And, you would think that would be the easiest thing in the world, but obviously it's not because we have all these issues and things that we have to be aware of in ourselves. Okay, law of attraction is very real. Uh, but what you manifest, and here's the thing, what you're going to manifest, if you don't look at your inner issues, your fears, insecurities, that's what's going to manifest. You're going to manifest what you want. You're already doing that. Those things are there because of your lack of self-awareness, lack of self-realization. Okay? If you don't get to know that inner being, you're going to manifest what you want, but it's going to have these issues. It's going to have whatever fears, insecurities, whatever it is that you're walking around with. It's going to manifest with those issues, and you're going to be happy that you see your manifestation, but then, boom, big letdown is going to happen, a big letdown, because you're going to be like, what went wrong? What did I do? I got what I wanted, but it didn't work out, because it's something in you that you have to still face. And that's really all you have to do. Once you face that, whatever it is, Maybe you don't love yourself enough. Maybe you don't think you're strong enough. Maybe you're afraid of the changes. You're afraid to let go, and you think it's going to be bad. You have to look at that and go, you know what? Even if I'm scared, I'm going to do this anyway. I'm going to make these changes because I can. And don't be afraid. Go forward knowing that you can have what you want. And take that step forward, and you'll see. Whatever you need comes to you. The universe is always supporting you. You'll have it. You don't have to do or be anything special or different. You just have to be yourself. That's it. And the more you do that, the more you'll see manifest what you want. You have to have clarity, make that your intention, that you know yourself. No one can take that from you. No one can stop you. I know people are going to argue and say, well, there's negative people here. You can't deny that. You can't deny that they're there. Right. But they're negative because they don't know themselves. They don't know how else to manifest a positive, harmonious life. They think they have to control. They think they have to knock things down. And that's what they're manifesting because that's what they believe. You don't have to be a part of that. If that's not part of your energy and that's not who you are, that is not going to affect you. Okay? You see them and you just go, I don't agree with that. You can walk away from it anytime you want. You have that power. You always have had that power. It's not something someone gives to you, and it's not something anyone can take away from you. So just know yourself. Put your best life out there, and that's how you inspire other people, and then they'll know, and they'll come to their own inner awakening. Unfortunately, sometimes things have to break down in order for them to finally look within, but it doesn't have to come to that. You don't have to go through that suffering. Okay, that's very important that I think people should know. It doesn't have to happen that way. You have the power whenever you want it. You just have to take that time to know yourself, to look within. That's what healing is. That's what healing is. You come to understand that you are creating your reality based on your beliefs and how you relate to yourself. That's how you relate to other people. The more aware of that you become, the more you go towards the positive. That's what you want. Everyone wants to be happy. Who doesn't want to be happy? So that's what you focus on. Whatever you give your energy to, that's what you're going to be a part of. Some people don't think peaceful world is positive. I mean, it's possible. They don't think it's possible. We'll always have negativity in the world. Well, if you believe that, then that's what you're going to see, because you believe that. If you don't think it's possible, it's because you haven't come to the inner realization on your own that it is possible, and that's exactly why you're manifesting what you're manifesting. Okay? It's a realization that you have to come to on your own, within yourself, and if you really want it, you will. You will come to it. Okay? It doesn't have to be difficult. It's as difficult or as hard as you are making it, because you're creating your reality every step of the way. And it might be, might hurt to hear that if you're not ready to accept certain things. And, why are these people here? Why don't I make, why am I not comfortable? Maybe you have something in your life that you don't like and you don't want it there. Look at yourself, because something you did, something about yourself, that's why they're there. That's why they're in your life. And they're part of your world. And don't beat yourself up over it. You don't have to beat yourself up over it, think you're some miserable person, you're not good enough. That's not why. It's just you didn't realize that you were this kind of person. That's why you have to know yourself. The more you know yourself, the more positive of a life you can manifest. Because once you look at your fears, you find out they are never true. They are never ever true, really. Yeah, but you do have to look at them to know that. And if you avoid them, that's going to continue to control your life. Those fears are going to continue to be there and affect your life. And this is true for everyone in every situation, whether it's a job situation, a home situation. Know yourself, love yourself, be yourself. You don't have to hurt anyone else. You don't have to knock someone else down to do it. Okay? You have all the power you need. The more you manifest that life that you want, you're going to see the reflection of that harmony and that peace in the world. You are going to see it. Okay? It does affect other people. They will change on their own and in their own way as well. You don't have to control them. You don't have the power to change anyone else. So don't have to worry about it. If they're looking for healing or whatever, it'll come to them. They'll find it too, just like you'll find what you need. But it's always inner. It starts with inner. Okay? Life is a series of choices that begin and end with you. It's not something someone gives to you. Know yourself. You can connect with the higher mind. You can connect with your higher self, the universe, God, whatever label you want to put on it. It's fine. That's who you are, your inner being. That's who you are. And we all have the power to change our lives. It doesn't matter who you are, where you live, where you come from, what you think you don't have. You have everything you need. You just have to come to that realization of it on your own. And it's an inner realization. Reality is inner. Okay, everything's already one. That's why you see the manifestation of it in the world. It all manifests from your consciousness. If you don't believe something's possible, you're not going to act that way. You're going to act, well, I can't do this, so this is what I'm going to do instead, and it could be something negative, and that's why it's there. Okay, it doesn't get there on its own. So if you don't want to be a part of that energy, of that negative energy, don't give your focus to it. Don't give your power away to it. Know who you are. Manifest your best life. Know you can handle whatever situation comes your way. You have the power to do that. Okay? If you have to lose a few people along the way, then that means you didn't need them. You didn't need them. And once you're in a better place, if they want to come back into your life, they'll come back into your life. If not, that's fine. They'll go on, on their own. They have free will. Also, they can choose to manifest what they want. I think that's what's more important to know. Okay, we live in dimensions. There's dimensions all around us. That's why you can manifest infinitely, and it goes on. And I'm not going to get really deep into this, but just know that you don't have to worry about anyone else. If they need your help or they want it, then you offer it and you do what you can for them. But the best way, really, is to just be yourself, and that will inspire the people to be themselves. You're putting that energy into the world. Whoever's looking for that is going to find it, and that's it. And that's can cause them to have their own inner awakening. Okay, you don't have to go through hard times. You don't have to suffer. You don't. You really don't. And that's really all I wanted to say today. And I hope you have an empowered day and live your best life.